All right, with that, let's also get you another update from America. The high-stakes political showdown is underway in the United States. Remember, Donald Trump's electoral prospects in the upcoming midterm elections in November have suffered a major setback now. Voters in Virginia have approved a controversial referendum to redraw the congressional districts. Now, this could, hand the Democrats up to 4 additional seats in the U.S. House of Representatives after the midterm elections. This decision, in fact, is being seen as a major development in the escalating redistricting battle between the Democrats and the Republicans ahead of the midterm elections. Democrats say that this move is a necessary response to Republican-led efforts in states like Texas, North Carolina, and Ohio, where new maps have been drawn to favor the red camp.
I think what the administration is trying to do is very unfair. So I think it's important to vote yes on this to make sure that the elections are fair.
But Republicans are calling the referendum a power grab and warning that it could make Virginia one of the most gerrymandered states in the country. Legal challenges are already underway, with key cases expected to be heard by the state's Supreme Court in the coming days. Remember, Virginia's 11 House seats are split, with 6 held by the Democrats and 5 by the Republicans. But under the proposed new map, Democrats could gain a significant edge in as many as 10 districts, potentially shifting the balance of power in Washington. This also comes as Donald Trump's approval ratings are in a downward trajectory. A new survey from the Associated Press Knox Center for Public Affairs Research indicates that approval of Trump's handling of the economy has declined. The poll also indicates that dissatisfaction is not limited to overall economic management, but it extends to specific concerns such as the cost of living and financial stability. Concerns about job security and wage growth appear to be contributing as well to the sentiment. The U.S. president is currently stuck in the Iran war. This, coupled with low approval ratings and partisan map making, could prove to be the ultimate storm for Donald Trump. All right, let me go across to Susan Tehrani, my colleague. She's joining us live on the broadcast from New York. Susan, quite a setback for the Republicans as far as the Virginia redistricting is concerned. But how are the Republicans reacting to this, and how are they strategizing moving forward, considering that it's come ahead of the November midterms?
Yeah, absolutely. And many believe that Republicans have no one to blame but themselves for this, for starting this battle in Texas initially and redistricting those Texas maps before redistricting was due to happen prematurely. And now the Democrats are fighting back. Now, there is still some leeway for the Republicans. There is hope that they're planning on doing this in Florida and they may gain some seats and offset what happened in Virginia. But there's no indication that this battle is going to stop, and you may see redistricting in all 50 states to the benefit of the Democrats, not to mention the fact that usually the party in power really doesn't have an advantage in the House of Representatives in the midterm elections. And the House almost always switches to the other party. So they're at a lot of disadvantage here for the Republicans. But, perhaps they are putting some hope in that Supreme Court ruling that you mentioned. We might get an answer as early as today, where they're going to really create a political earthquake to the Voting Rights Act. Maybe that will move in favor of the Republicans. But even Republicans themselves are saying this is a battle you started. You're either going to finish it strong or you're going to be shellacked, for lack of a better term, in November.
All right, so all eyes on the Supreme Court. We'll touch base with you, Susan, as and when that happens. Thanks very much for joining us for the latest.